Manchester United could have wildcard striker target who dreams of playing at Old Trafford. Fulham striker Rodrigo Muniz has been in excellent form this season and should be on Man United's shortlist this summer. Rodrigo Muniz has gone under the radar this season but won't do for much longer. Between February and March, Fulham striker Muniz was in prolific form and scored 8 goals in the Premier League, more than any player in that period. Although he failed to score against Manchester United when Fulham won 2-1 at Old Trafford on February 24, he did hit the post and his performance caught the eye. Unsurprisingly, he bullied Victor Lindelof to smash his shot off the woodwork at the Stretford end, while Andre Onana denied him a headed goal from a corner with a strong save. Muniz was subsequently named Premier League Player of the Month for March, and his exceptional overhead kick equaliser at Sheffield United was the pick of his goals. The Brazilian has enjoyed a purple patch, but he's still only 22 and looks equipped with the necessary qualities to consistently find the back of the net in the Premier League. Many thought the traditional number 9 was destined for extinction in the 2010s, with false nines and diminutive, pacey forwards being deployed by the most successful teams. It became a trend not to use old-school centre forwards, but strikers have enjoyed a renaissance over the last few years and they are suddenly very much in fashion again. Muniz is a throwback striker. He stands at 6 feet 1 inch, looks as strong as an ox, and his presence in the opposition penalty area is enough to unnerve defenders. Despite not getting on the scoresheet, he was superb at Old Trafford, and it's interesting there have been reports suggesting he dreams of playing for United in the future. United splashed the cash to sign a raw Rasmus Højlund in a deal worth £72 million last summer, although ideally, another striker would have been signed to support him. Højlund has vast potential and he enjoyed a brilliant start to 2024, scoring 6 league goals, but another forward is needed this summer, especially with Marcus Rashford's goals having dried up and Anthony Martial finally set for a departure upon the expiry of his contract. Muniz could be the perfect signing for United. He's got 2 years left on his contract with Fulham, and perhaps a bid in the region of £40 million would be enough to land him. Fulham would be reluctant to part ways with Muniz, with Alexander Mitrovic only leaving last summer, but the player's head could be turned by an approach from United. Muniz came through Flamengo's academy in his homeland. Fulham signed him for €8 million, £6.8 million, in the summer of 2021, and he spent last season on loan. He was unavailable for the first part of this campaign with a knee injury, but he's made up for lost time in the spring and looks capable of being second choice for United. Højlund has almost single-handedly shouldered the burden of scoring United's goals, and that pressure has come too soon on young shoulders. Muniz would ease the load on Højlund and could contribute from the bench and feature in the different cup competitions. There should be a chance his dream of playing for United becomes a reality. Manchester United Transfer News Live. Sir Jim Ratcliffe meets Jorge Mendes to discuss a double swoop. All the very latest Man United news, views and transfer updates from the Manchester Live Show Evening News. Manchester United's hopes of securing Champions League qualification for next season were all but ended on Saturday after they drew 2-2 with Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium. Twice tasked with coming from behind, United, who were second best, earned a share of the spoils via a Bruno Fernandes brace. He lashed in a close-range volley for his first goal of the game before dispatching a cooly-taken penalty to double his tally after the break. Despite that, United ended the weekend lower in the Premier League table than they started it, albeit on goal difference. Newcastle United's 4-0 win over Tottenham Hotspur in Saturday's lunchtime kickoff means they now occupy 6th with 6 games left to play. It means United are now locked in a battle to secure qualification for either the Europa League or the Europa Conference League qualification. Qualification for either of those two competitions would represent a backwards step. Nevertheless, focus now switches to this weekend's FA Cup semi-final against Championship side Coventry City at Wembley. The FA Cup represents United's last hope of salvaging something from this season. Madrid joined the race for Frimpong. Real Madrid have joined the race to sign Bayer Leverkusen wing-back Jeremy Frimpong, according to a report by TeamTalk. United, as reported by the Manchester Evening News in February, are keeping tabs on the Netherlands international ahead of this summer's transfer window. He has excelled in Germany this season, playing a starring role in Leverkusen's first-ever Bundesliga title win. Leverkusen CEO Fernando Caro has admitted the club may be forced into selling one of its star attractions this summer, meaning Frimpong could be a player they cash in on. He said, "Every year we need to sell one big player to find budget for new signings, so probably we will sell one player. We're planning to sign 2 or 3 players with that amount of money." Leo links feel like a non-starter. With just a month of the Premier League campaign remaining, focus is already switching to the summer transfer window. United are being linked with a plethora of names, the latest of which is AC Milan forward Rafael Leo. The Portuguese international has been linked with a move to Old Trafford at various junctures during his career, meaning such links are hardly surprising. While nothing can be assured about United's transfer plans ahead of the summer, such are levels of uncertainty, it is difficult to imagine them swooping for Leo. He is likely to command a fee of £100 million plus, and signing a winger should not be a top priority for United as things stand. Instead, they should be putting more focus on signing a midfielder and a centre-back. As talented as Leo is, and he would add quality to United's forward line, a move for him does not feel as though it is either likely or wise. United have bigger priorities this forthcoming summer, and splashing out more than £100 million on a winger does not feel sensible. Fernandes has already lauded Neves amid United links. United captain Bruno Fernandes has already thrown his weight of support behind Benfica ace João Neves amid links connecting him with a move to Old Trafford. The Benfica midfielder is reportedly United's top target in their quest to strengthen their midfield options ahead of next season. Despite only being 19, he has made 50 appearances for Benfica this term, establishing himself as one of the most exciting midfield prospects in the world. Speaking last month, Fernandes, as quoted by the Metro, said, "I don't know if United rumours are true, but I know he is ready for that big jump. He is an excellent player, he's with the national team. That's also why the big clubs are after him." Milan offered Amrabat as United loan nears conclusion. According to a report by calciomercato.com, United loanee Sofian Amrabat has been offered to AC Milan ahead of this summer's transfer window. The midfielder joined United on loan from Fiorentina in last summer's transfer window, and they have the opportunity to turn his temporary stay into a permanent one at the end of this season. However, he has failed to cut the mustard, resulting in him earning limited opportunities. It is highly unlikely, therefore, that United will sign him on a permanent basis. Despite this report stating Milan have been offered the chance to sign him, they are said to be not warming up to the idea. Leverkusen issue transfer update to give United encouraging boost. Bayer Leverkusen chief executive Fernando Caro has confirmed the newly crowned Bundesliga champions may have to sell one of their star players this summer amid United's interest in Jeremy Frimpong and Edmund Tapsoba. The duo have both played key roles in Leverkusen's success this season, and United, as reported by the Manchester Evening News in February, are keeping tabs on the duo. Caro said, "Every year we need to sell one big player to find budget for new signings, so probably we will sell one player. We're planning to sign 2 or 3 players with that amount of money. United in the frame to sign Bremer." According to Italian news outlet Calciomercato, United are in the frame to sign Juventus defender Gleison Bremer. The Brazilian has constantly been linked with a move to Old Trafford in recent months amid the club's plan to strengthen their centre-back department ahead of next season. It is reported that Juventus may be open to letting him leave the club this summer for a fee in the region of €60 million to €70 million. Lacey signs Maiden United contract. United youngster Shea Lacey has signed his first professional contract at Old Trafford. The Manchester Evening News, last month, confirmed Lacey would sign his maiden pro deal at the club once he had turned 17. He is one of the most highly rated prospects within United's academy, and they have wasted no time in securing his services for the coming years. United should go for Guimaraes. Former United defender Mikael Silvestre would like to see his old club try and swoop for Newcastle United midfielder Bruno Guimaraes. The Brazilian has gone from strength to strength since joining the Magpies from Lyon in January 2022, establishing himself as one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. As unlikely as a move is this summer, Silvestre believes United would benefit from a midfield trio of Kobbie Mainoo, Bruno Fernandes and Guimaraes. Ratcliffe wants Ashworth appointed by June. According to a report by HITC, United co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe wants Dan Ashworth appointed and ready to start work at Old Trafford as soon as June. United have identified Ashworth as their prime candidate to become the club's first ever sporting director. He is currently on gardening leave from Newcastle United after informing them of his desire to leave the club in February. However, United are understood to have made little progress in reaching an agreement with Newcastle over a compensation fee to get him in position at Old Trafford as quickly as possible. This report claims Ratcliffe wants Ashworth in place to facilitate the club's major moves this summer. Ratcliffe meets Mendes to discuss double swoop. According to Portuguese newspaper Record, as cited by TeamTalk, United co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe has met super agent Jorge Mendes to discuss deals for AC Milan forward Rafael Leo and João Neves of Benfica. The latter has regularly been linked with a move to Old Trafford in months, while Leo has been linked with a move to the club at various stages in recent years. It is claimed that United plan to make 2 blockbuster signings in this forthcoming summer's transfer window and have met Mendes for talks. The report adds United have made signing a new midfielder a leading objective and Neves has been installed as their top target. Real Madrid interested in United-linked defender. According to Spanish news outlet Mundo Deportivo, Real Madrid have joined the race to sign Nottingham Forest defender Murillo. The Brazilian, who joined the club from Corinthians as recently as last August, has also been linked with a move to United in recent weeks. He has shown signs of promise this season, playing a key role in Forest's quest to avoid relegation to the Championship. The report states Madrid have shown interest in signing the United-linked defender. The Brazilian, who is 21, has played 27 times in the Premier League this season. Ten had given new Ronaldo fear after Garnacho warnings. When Ronaldo was banished for good from United in November 2022, it was heralded as a victory for Ten Hag's new approach. Ronaldo went rogue with his tell-all interview with Piers Morgan, and while he made his own bed by criticizing the Glazers, few believed Ten Hag would be backed over a club legend. Yet just a few months into his tenure, United stood firm and the Dutchman came out looking stronger than ever. But while United's head coach was savouring a victory, an unseen battle was beginning to rear its head. Garnacho was coming to the fore in his idol's absence, which left Ten Hag with difficult questions to answer. Ex-United target looking for summer transfer. Former United target Adrien Rabiot is reportedly looking to push for an exit from Juventus at the end of the season. The French midfielder was out of contract at the end of the last campaign but signed a one-year extension as his options became limited. Italian media outlet Rai Sport understands that Rabiot is now willing to leave Turin in the summer despite the 29-year-old playing a prominent role for Juve.